I was watching this video from Ryan Bowen where he's talking about the Levan and Hermes match, and there's some stuff I definitely want to talk about and review. Definitely some stuff I disagree with in here. You can make your own conclusions. Definitely make sure to put those in the comment section, but I want to go over some of the stuff he said here.
But back to the match, the psychological pressures on Levan are increasing. As these three wolves circle, he's got to start thinking about the...
So he's referring to, of course, Levan, Vitaly, and Hermes as these three wolves circling Levan, hounding at the king.
Defense against the tall guy, defense against a guy, an older guy with brutal pronation. But Hermes Gasparini, he is the man that came closest, and Levan has to think about how to deal with such explosive strength that Hermes possesses. Now, I've always thought there's a formula that makes you potentially the best arm wrestler in the world. Levan kind of walked that path, but Hermes is walking that path even better. And the path that I refer to is, it's kind of the opposite of the curse of strength. You know the curse of strength where you've got like Brian Shaw, someone who turns up, he's as big as Levan, even bigger than Levan, got all the genetic potential and you can see the strength in him, but he can't move like an arm wrestler.
So, to me, it sounds like Ryan Bowen is implying that Levan can't move like an arm wrestler here, which I would highly disagree with. I think even though the guy is absolutely massive, he's super fluent on the table, super fluid with transitioning and different techniques. I think he's more capable than a lot of people realize as far as his technical ability. You can look back many years at the WAF championships that he competed in and really to see that he's a complete arm wrestler. He's not just some giant who just has no technique. So that's definitely something I disagree with there.
At the elite level. And it's very difficult to become a sharpened elite level arm wrestler when you're already that big and already that strong. Enter Hermes Gasparini. He is what I consider the perfect formula for achieving the overall #1 rank in the world. And that perfect formula is be a lightweight arm wrestler, become very technical, become very sharp, very explosive, very good at every counter there ever is. Now if you go back and look at that, at Hermes Gasparini's history, he's done that. I met him for the first time in 2015. I think he won the Malaysian WAF World.
So he's saying that to be one of the best potential, you have to start as a lightweight, which again is something I disagree with because, if you're already competing at those lower weight classes, chances are you have a smaller bone structure and a smaller capacity to gain weight as it is, or to be a natural super heavyweight, such as a guy like Levan or guys, of course, like Brian Shaw and stuff like that, who just have bigger frames as it is. So to say that you would have to start out as a lightweight to kind of be the best. I get what he's saying, that it makes you more technical because when you're the weaker guy, you have to be more technical to get some sort of advantage, but I don't think that's going to lead to overall power. You obviously have to have the bone structure, the overall size and power to even be able to compete in that super heavyweight class. So don't agree with him on that as well, but let me know what you think in the comment section also on that. Let's continue.
Championships that year in the 85 kilo division, if I remember correctly. 85 kilo Hermes Gasparini looked impressive. He dominated, he won. And since then, we're now talking 130 kilos, but he still possesses in him all of the sharp movements. His hand, his wrist, his instincts are refined like a lightweight, yet he's now bringing the explosive power of a 130 kilo version of Hermes Gasparini. Now,
yep, he started later, but let's view it this way, right? Like Levan was competing in WAF as a natural, already a very large individual. I don't know the exact weight, but somewhere around 300 pounds or so, probably more, competing in WAF, which is tested. So it's fair to assume he was natural at that time before, top 8 and him going the enhanced route. Now, Hermes starting at a lighter weight had to go enhanced to even get to a less of a body weight. He doesn't have as big of a frame. So, I think there is something to be said about just the genetic structure and the size and the frame. Just because you're starting as a lightweight, I don't think that's an advantage. Unless, you get what I'm trying to say here. Let me know in the comment section what you think on that. But he really does seem to think that Hermes will be the one to take down Levan, and I think that Levan is going to be super motivated to absolutely destroy him even worse. Look, somebody in the comment section said, I think Levan will win more convincingly than last time. I tend to agree with that because I think that Levan was definitely upset about the aftermath in their last match where he had the oxygen mask and everybody was roasting him over that. So I think he wants to prove even more that that was just, that was a fluke. That was something. He's going to make it even more convincing is what I think. But let's read a couple more comments here. Engen said Hermes and Levan is in June in the U.S. 4 months prep for Hermes. So 4 months from now. That's going to be super exciting. To have it in the U.S. as well, that's fantastic. Love to see it. Somebody said if Hermes got that stop he had in the 5th round, in the 2nd round, this time it's game on. Yeah, that is true. If he's able to get a good stop earlier, because we saw that Levan was gassing. Obviously he was gassing. That's pretty undeniable. I mean, he wasn't even able to complete the last 2 rounds. So I think that Levan will be aware of this and he will work on his endurance. I think that's something that he'll be working on to be in a better shape. And I think he'll probably win more convincingly. That's my opinion on the match. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comment section.